As for LeBron James, he can opt out of his contract this offseason, making him a free agent. And this morning, Warriors beat writer Chris Haynes reported LeBron would be interested in meeting with the Warriors if they can find a way to create a max salary spot. Chris Haynes joins us now by phone live on SportsCenter. Chris, what more can you tell us about LeBron's possible interest here in an off-season meeting with the Warriors?
Well, certainly the news item in the story is the fact that, if the Warriors can or if they're interested in creating enough space to clear out a max slot, that LeBron James, who's a rival, would be interested in listening to their pitch. I think from LeBron and his business team, I think they view the Golden State Warriors, the San Antonio Spurs, Boston Celtics, Miami Heat, they view those teams as far as being like just a high standard when you're talking about culture, stability, things of that nature. And so if a team like that does have the cap space, such as a team like San Antonio, if they had the cap space, if they come calling, I think they feel like they owe them out of respect for what they stand for, owe them out of respect, a time to sit down and meet and a call. So, and I thought that was an interesting nugget because I don't think anybody would think LeBron would join them. And I talked to numerous people that they say it's far-fetched to actually believe that LeBron would join the Warriors. But the fact that he respects them enough to give them his time during a free agent juncture, I think it speaks volumes. So I wouldn't read too much out of it other than if the Warriors did, in fact, choose to pursue him, that they would have a great shot at sitting down with him.
That is fascinating stuff. Absolutely. Now, if he were to be interested in having that meeting and just getting to that point, Chris, is what we're talking about right now, what would the contract situation have to look like for him?
It would be creative. Look, LeBron he's a max guy, and the Warriors will have to get creative in trying to assure him that they can make room. And if that is the case, if it gets down to that juncture, which I highly doubt, but you're talking about a sign and trade scenario. You're talking about Klay Thompson, Andre Iguodala being in a sign and trade, probably along with a first round pick. And then Sean Livingston's salary will have to be moved. Then Kevin Durant, who has a player option himself, he would have to opt out and then take less than what he's taking now. Now, I don't know if people remember, but Kevin Durant right now is taking $10 million less than his max. So there's a whole bunch of variables and different scenarios that have to play into effect for LeBron James to be able to receive a max from the Warriors. That's why this thing is so pretty much out there. I think what I'm trying to harp on is that fact that LeBron James respects his organization enough, along with Spurs, Boston, Miami, to that if they did have the necessary cap space, him and his team will feel like they have to at least listen to their pitch.
That all starts with a meeting. We'll see if that comes to fruition. Chris Haynes reporting for us live. Thanks.